Sam, are you there?
Huh? Tori? What are you bothering me for? And why is your phone number different?
Oh, thank God. You're there. I really need you to do something for me.
No.
Sam, please, don't be difficult right now. I don't have the time.
I'm not being difficult. I've got stuff to do and I don't have any time to do you any favors. And to be quite honest, I don't really want to.
I'm not asking for much. All I need you to do is keep an ear out for the house phone. I had that interview at that really cool company the other day, and I've just been waiting for a call back from them to see if I've been moved on to the next stage of the interview process. I've had to give them the house phone because my phone's broken at the minute, and I'm waiting for my new one to arrive.
Uh-huh. And what's all this got to do with me? If you want to see if you've got the job, then you need to be here and answer it yourself. It's your responsibility, not mine.
I would be there, and I was actually on my way home from the store, but someone decided to run a red light and slam into the side of my car. Luckily, they weren't going too fast as they had pulled off of a car park, but the police are here, so I need to give a statement, and they have recommended that I go to the hospital just to be checked out for any injuries, just in case. Which means that I will be occupied for quite a long time today. There's no guarantee that the company is going to call, but if they do, and you're in the house, could you just tell them what has happened and that I will call them back?
So, because you were being reckless whilst driving, I've got to deal with your phone calls?
Haven't you been reading what I wrote? I was the one who was hit, not the other way around. Look, can you do it or not?
Fine. I'll answer your stupid call.
Thank you. Hey, Sam? Why did I just get a call from my friend asking why I turned down the job offer I was given?
Huh?
The job offer I was waiting for. The one I asked you to take in case they call just to tell them what had happened to me. You never told me that anyone rang.
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember someone from a company calling up that day and saying something about giving you a job. I told them that you had already found somewhere else to work and that you weren't interested in their company anyway, and that you found it boring.
What? Why on earth would you do that?
Because after you went on and on about how amazing this company was yesterday, I decided to do a bit of research into them. How dare you not tell me that they are one of the leading fashion companies in the country? I could totally do that job.
What?
Yeah, I mean, why should you get such an awesome job when you're a loser anyway? Such a position deserves to go to someone who truly loves the job and knows what they're doing. You've seen my outfits on a day-to-day basis, and I've got a credit card that's maxed simply because I buy the best of the best clothes for myself. I totally deserve that job over you. That's why I put an application in for myself.
Hang on, let me get this right. You completely screwed me over and declined a job that I have been working incredibly hard to get simply because you were jealous and wanted it for yourself? You purposefully and vindictively got in the way and messed up the biggest opportunity to get into the industry I've been dreaming of working in for ever, just to make yourself feel better?
Oh, stop being so dramatic. You wouldn't have been any good in that role anyway. I mean, have you seen the way that you dress? They would have taken one look at you in the interview and just dumped your application in the bin. You're not fashion industry material. You're not even pretty. I have everything that's needed for a job like that, so why shouldn't I go for it?
Maybe because your older sister was just about to get the job before you completely sabotaged me.
Oh, boo-hoo. Get over it.
I am so telling Mom what you have done to me.
Go ahead. We both know that Mom prefers me anyway. She'll just side with me no matter what's said. Besides, I'm way better than you in pretty much every aspect. I'm smarter, prettier, and way more popular. Mom knows this and knows that I'll do well in life because of these traits. You'll be lucky if you're able to make friends with a cat. Honestly, me and Mom actually have bets on how long it will take you to become a real crazy cat lady because we both know that no man is going to want to marry you.
You and Mom actually do that?
Well, yeah. I told you, I'm her favorite.
I can't believe you. Why are you so horrible to me? We're sisters. We should look out for one another and be kind to each other. There's already so much hate in the world. Your family is supposed to be a place where you can find love and support no matter what.
Ugh, don't start spouting that rubbish. I'm just looking out for number one. If you were smart, then you would do the same.
You know what? Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Not after what you've done to me. It's just not right, and I'm trying really hard not to say something mean right now that I won't be able to take back.
Whatever, loser. Why don't you go and ask down at the supermarket if you can have a job? I mean, you are unemployed and you're going to need the money. LOL.
Well, if I did get a job there, I know I wouldn't be serving or helping you, that's for sure.
Oh no. Who else will scan me out?
Whatever. I'm going.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Tori, how could you be so mean to your sister? Mom, what are you on about? I can't believe you tried to steal the job that your sister had applied for and is really looking forward to getting. Why would you do something like that? It's just cruel. Mom, I have not stopped her from applying or getting any job. In fact, she's the one who stopped me getting my dream job a couple days ago and instead applied in my place. Nonsense. My Sam would never do that. She's a lovely girl. Why would you try and ruin her name like that? Just how low can you stoop? Are you really that jealous of her that you'd invent lies just to try and make her look bad? They're not lies. She really did sabotage me out of a job that I have been desperately trying to get for ages. Oh, honestly, Tori, you've always been like this. Blaming things on your sister when it's always been obvious to me that you're lying. It's really sad and kind of pathetic. You're the big sister here. You need to step up and start acting like one. Mom, spoiling Sam and giving in to her every demand is not how families work. I might be her sister, but I'm not going to stand aside as she tries to ruin my life. Well, I'm not going to let you ruin her life either. You just stay away from my precious little girl. She doesn't need someone like you trying to get in her way and sabotage all of the hard work and effort she put into getting that job. She wouldn't have even known about the job if it wasn't for me. Look, just because you didn't get the job doesn't mean you should take it out on your sister. If you're not good enough, then you simply should just get out of the way and let your sister through. There's no point in both of you being losers in life. Wow. Thanks, Mom. What a great mother you are. Whatever. Just don't ruin anything for your sister. Otherwise, I will be incredibly angry.
Oh, Tori, I just thought you should know that I got the job. I mean, I had to charm a few of the interviewers there, but that didn't matter. I actually got the job.
Uh-huh. Good for you.
Oh, don't be jealous. It's really not a pretty look on you. You just got to accept the fact that I'm better than you. That's all there is to it.
Oh, yeah. Of course it is. That, and you've got to steal your sister's job right out from under her. But sure, you're better than me.
Ugh. I don't even know why I bothered telling you anything. Your sarcasm is always so annoying. Well, anyway, I just thought I'd let you know.
You mean try and rub it in my face?
Well, someone's got to make sure that you remember your place.
Oh, I know my place all right, and it's not around this family.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that I don't want to be associated with horrible, selfish, and just plain spiteful people. So, until you stop being all these things, I'm not going to bother talking to you or visiting you at all.
Well, that sounds like a dream come true to me.
Great, because I'm starting now. Don't talk to me because I won't respond.
Uh-huh. Well, you don't talk to me either.
Gladly. Tori, it's been a while and all. How have you been? Any luck in getting a good job? Mom, what are you doing texting me? What? I can't see how my daughter is getting on? Well, no. You've never cared to before, so why start now? Oh, don't be so bratty. You should be proud of your sister, not putting her down. Look, what did you want, Mom? Because I'm kind of busy. Ah, well, I was kind of hoping that you'd be able to help out with something like that. You have a job, right? Yes, I do. Great. I need $50,000. $50,000? What for? And what makes you think I have that kind of money to give you? Well, you're earning, so I'm sure you've got plenty of money. As for what I need it for, Sam needs a deposit for a house that she's seen. It's a really lovely one. I'm talking like huge, with a swimming pool, personal gym, and everything. It's basically a mini mansion. Well, good for her. But if she wants to buy that house, then she's going to have to pay for it herself. After all, if she can't even afford the deposit, then how on earth is she going to pay the mortgage on it? Well, you'd have to help her, of course. Anyway, she's getting a job at a really great company soon. She's applied and everything. Have you heard of St. Mills? It's this new fashion company that's recently opened up, but it's taking the industry by storm with all of its innovative and cool clothing designs. Oh, yeah, I've heard of the company. I mean, I am the one who started it, after all. Wait, what? Oh, that's wonderful. You can for sure help Sam out with the deposit then, and you could even put some towards the mortgage each month. She'll be so pleased to hear this. Yeah, that's not happening.
What? Why not? Why are you being so selfish?
After how you and Sam treated me growing up, you should count yourself lucky I'm even speaking to you right now.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything.
You always sided with Sam over everything. No matter what I said, you never believed me. Not even once. I've had to work so incredibly hard because I never had any help from you. Financially, emotionally, or anything like that.
Well,
Look, nothing that you say is going to change my mind. So I think it'd be best if I just went now. Besides, I've got a lot of work to do.
wait a minute. Tori.
Goodbye.
Tori? Mom told me what happened yesterday. How could you not tell me that you work at that fashion company? How did you even get that job anyway? I thought I got rid of all opportunities for you to ever make something of yourself when I lost you that job all those years ago.
Oh, it's you. Charming as ever. Well, yes, you're right. You gave it your best shot. But evidently, I was able to get by on my own. It's amazing what hard work and determination will do.
Are you saying that I'm not a hard worker?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I've had to work hard after you tried to screw everything up for me.
Ugh, whatever. Just you wait. When I get hired at the company, the first thing I'll do is make sure that you get fired from it.
Oh,
Yep, you better say goodbye to your job now because you won't have it for much longer.
I see. And how do you plan to get me fired?
I'll say that you're bullying me in the workplace and that I don't feel comfortable with you around. I'm sure I can get people to believe me and get rid of you in no time.
Yeah. That does sound like something that could work. Except, there's one little problem.
What?
I don't just work at the company, I own it.
Wait, what? That's not possible.
Yeah, it is actually. And guess what else that means?
What?
I get the final say on who gets hired or not. And frankly, with your attitude, you won't be a good fit here. I think you better start searching for a new job.
What? You can't do that. That's not fair.
Actually, seeing as it's my company, I can do whatever I want.
Ugh, I'm telling Mom.
Tell her whatever you want. It's not going to change anything.
But why? Why are you being so horrible?
I'm not being horrible. I'm being honest. I don't want to work with you because you're a selfish, vain, and vindictive person who will hurt anyone just to get whatever you want. I don't want someone like that working for me. I also don't want anything to do with you anymore. I've built myself a new life, and I don't want you trying to mess it up every step of the way.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm cutting you out of my life.
No you're not. You need to share all of that money you've not rightfully earned. I should be the one in charge of a company and mega rich, not you. So just hand everything over to me and then you can get lost.
Not happening. Please don't contact me again, as I'd really rather not go through all the hassle of getting a restraining order on you.
A restraining order?
Have a nice life, Sam. I sincerely hope you become a better and more empathetic person. For everyone's sake.
Wait, Tori, get back here. Tori.
After I blocked my mom and my sister on all of my social media sites and my phone, my life got a lot easier and more peaceful. I wasn't always worried that one of them would try to ruin everything that I had built for myself, like they had when I was younger. My company is doing great, and we're actually in talks with some of the biggest fashion shows in the world to put some of our designers on show. It's incredibly exciting. As for my sister, the last I heard was that she had tried to start her own fashion business, but it ended up failing, as she had no clue what she was doing or how to even design and make clothes. I think she's working as a cashier now somewhere, but I'm not too sure.
Sorry, sis. That's why Charles is going with me. What do you mean by that? Come back, both of you, right now. Leaving a note saying we're eloping? I can't accept this at all. I don't need your approval anyway. That's why we're eloping. Eloping with your own sister's fiancé. Why would you do such a terrible thing? When did you two start dating? We just started dating recently. Charles happened to come to the bar where I work part-time with his friends. After work, I ended up drinking with them. And we hit it off and decided to start dating. What? This is going to ruin your serious and successful life, sis. I guess everyone needs to experience some failures in life. You should thank me for giving you the experience of ups and downs in life. What? I've always been annoyed with you, sis. You've always been the serious one, the one parents liked. Getting into both high school and college of your first choice, and even getting a job at the company our parents brag about so easily. And then getting married so smoothly really pisses me off. That's why I wanted to ruin your life just once. You're lying. You didn't steal my fiancé for such a reason, did you? Well, frankly, I didn't think it would go this well. But Charles, he was more into it than I thought. It seems like he was also dissatisfied with you, sis. What? As soon as I pretended to be a little needy, he confessed his feelings for me. He said I was cuter and more attractive than you. He said he would rather have a girl like me as his wife. No way. Our parents were also telling me to move out and become independent, asking me how long I'm going to be a freeloader. Besides, it seemed fun like in a drama, so we decided to elope. I'll make Charles happy for you too, sis. Hey, Charles, are you really planning to call off our marriage? Are you really saying you'll elope with my sister Isabella? I'm going to marry Isabella, but marrying my fiancé's sister, my serious parents would probably object. That's why I decided to boldly elope with her. We've been together for 5 years. I was happy when you finally proposed, but why are you discarding me like this? Were you unsatisfied with me? Well, it's not dissatisfaction. To be frank, I feel tired when I'm with you. I thought your serious personality was a virtue, but being with someone as perfect as you is nothing but pressure. Huh? You graduated from a more prestigious university than me. You work at a large corporation and your salary is significantly higher than mine. On top of that, your cooking and cleaning are perfect. And you've even successfully dieted for a wedding. It's hard to be with someone who is perfect in every way. What do you mean it's hard? Didn't you say when we started dating that you liked me the way I was? That you fell in love with my dedication to always strive for the best? At first, I was certainly attracted to that aspect of you, and that's why we started dating. But you're just too perfect and it's exhausting. It feels like you're telling me that I'm sloppy. That's... At least if you were bad at cooking or living in a dirty room, if I saw you being sloppy in some way, it would have been better. Wait a minute. I was bad at cooking and hated cleaning, but you said you didn't like sloppy people. So I worked hard to learn cooking and made an effort to clean. And now you're saying I'm too perfect and it's exhausting? That's just cruel. You're the last person who could understand how I feel. She has a lower education level and salary than her. Do you know how miserable I feel every day? Charles. Unlike you, Isabella always supports me. Whenever I take her somewhere, she reacts with a cute, "Wow, I've never been to a place like this." And even if I just treat her at a family restaurant, she's thrilled and says, "I'm so happy, thank you." Men are weak for girls like that. I see. You've always wanted that kind of reaction from me. A couple should fill in each other's shortcomings, but if one side is perfect, there's no point in being a couple. We are supposed to live by helping each other. You, a perfect woman, should live miserably alone for the rest of your life. Goodbye then. Sis, I'm moving back home starting from today, so I'll take over your room. Isabella? Since we eloped, it seems that my sister returned to her parents' home. Apparently, she's living in the room I used to use. So I'm going to take my room back. Sorry, but you'll have to move out of our parents' home. Wait a minute. Why are you coming back? I was worried about your elopement and the cancellation of your engagement with Charles. Our parents told me to come back home. But I can't believe you're coming back. Actually, I broke up with Charles, So that's why I come back. You broke up? Didn't you happily run off to be made happy by Charles? I heard rumors that you got married properly. But it turns out it wasn't as happy as I imagined. So I got a divorce. Charles was more troublesome than I imagined. He sulks if I don't say amazing to him all the time. And he won't treat me even though we're a couple, saying we should go Dutch when we eat out. I can't stand his stinginess anymore. So you got a divorce. And if you get such a young and cute bride, normally you would work harder than ever for your wife, right? But even after 3 years, his salary hasn't changed at all. Despite being a man, he doesn't make nearly as much as you, sis. So I gave up on him and got a divorce. So you've nonchalantly returned to your parents' house. You managed to come back without a shred of embarrassment. What's so embarrassing? Returning to your parents' house after a divorce is not uncommon. But my room has been taken by my sister and disappeared. It's seriously unbelievable. What's unbelievable is your head. Neither I nor our parents plan to forgive you. So please, go live on your own somewhere. Impossible. I mean, I don't have money to rent a room. And I realized how easy life was at home during my marriage with Charles. Cooking and cleaning isn't something you just get done for you. It's hard work. So I'm definitely going back home. You're as independent as ever. By the way, I've sold all your belongings. I'm thinking of using this as pocket money. You sold it? Wait a minute. Isabella, where are you now? You're about to go back home, right? I already arrived at home. The front door key had changed, but the back door was open, so I just came in from there. And I immediately sold all your belongings. What? So sis, take care of living alone, because your room is no longer there. Sorry, but I got rid of your stuff on my own. I live alone, though. I can't believe you entered the house without permission. And I wonder whose stuff you ended up selling. You really are a hopeless child. You're living alone already, sis? That's strange. I heard you broke your engagement and pathetically returned home. Yes, I did return to our parents' house because they were so worried. But after that, I decided to sell the house immediately. What? You sold the house? So in the end, I'm living alone now. Our parents are living in a different apartment. What? What's that? I didn't hear anything about that. Why are you selling the house without permission? Don't mess with me. It's because of you guys that I had to let go of the family home. What do you mean it's our fault? News of your elopement spread throughout our hometown in no time, and both I and our parents felt very embarrassed locally. We were whispered about wherever we went, and strange religious groups came saying you were eloped because of evil spirits, and offered suspicious water in jars. What? Such a thing happened? I thought it would calm down at some point, so I endured, but instead more and more strange people started crowding into the house, and both I and our parents were exhausted. So since our father was just about to retire, we sold the family home. So that's what happened. And that led me to live alone again. Our parents are living in a rented apartment in a relaxed place. Wait a minute. Then the belongings I disposed of were not my sister's? Yes, I don't live in that house anymore. So who did I end up throwing away? It's not my sister's, and the house is sold. Whose belongings are those? I don't know anything about that. We sold the house to the real estate agent as is. Whether the real estate agent is renting it out, or they've sold it as a used property, we don't know who's living there. Oh no! So I broke into a stranger's house, right? And then I went ahead and sold their belongings. I've done something really bad, haven't I? Yes, you've done something that's normally a matter for the police. So I reported it. I think the real estate agent and the police will arrive soon. So you should quietly atone for your sins. What? You're joking about reporting, right? You sold me out to the police? I can't let a crime go unpunished, so I'll take my leave now.
Everleigh, it's been a while. Have you been well?
Oh, it's been a long time. I'm fine, but it looks like you're having a hard time. I heard from Isabella that you got divorced.
Yeah, finally I was able to divorce and I feel relieved. Married life with her was the worst. I wonder why I even married her.
Huh?
At first, her dependency on me was cute, but she stayed like that forever. She doesn't work, she doesn't do anything around the house. She relies on me for everything. I got tired of that kind of married life.
But that's the marriage you wanted. You hated me because I make everything perfect, right? You chose to elope with her because she's the exact opposite of me.
I finally understood. I was just jealous of you, who are superior to me. But deep down, I've always loved you only. So please, Everleigh, will you marry me?
What?
I'm sorry for hurting you 3 years ago. The pain of your little sister and fiancé running away together must have been so sad. But from now on, I will definitely make you happy. I will become a man who is not ashamed to stand beside you. I won't say something pathetic like getting tired of being too perfect. So please marry me.
I'm sorry, I have a wedding ceremony tomorrow.
What? A wedding ceremony? Wait, don't tell me, are you the bride at this wedding?
Yes, I met a wonderful person and we're getting married. He is a person who respects my efforts to aim for perfection. He told me he wants to elevate each other by being with me.
No, don't be fooled by such a man. He will disappear from your sight just like I did before. If you're going to get married, please marry me.
Thank you for your concern, but it's okay. The groom is a person with the same academic background as me, working at the same company.
What?
He doesn't seem to feel any pressure from someone like me. In fact, when I told him the reason why I broke up with you, he just laughed. Is that enough to pressure you? He said. You have a very sensitive ex-boyfriend, he commented.
What did you say?
He told me that even if my salary increases significantly more than his, he will not feel ugly jealousy, but rather it will motivate him. He told me that it's a happy thing to have someone better than yourself nearby. I'm marrying such a person tomorrow.
Wait, Everleigh. I finally realized that too. So won't you come back to me?
I respectfully decline. Well, I have final preparations for tomorrow's wedding ceremony. Take care, Charles. What should I do, sis? I got billed nearly $15,000 from the real estate agency. They said they'll take me to the police without question if I don't prepare the money right away. Oh, you haven't been caught yet. They're rather kind real estate agents. They're not kind at all. I mean, $50,000? I obviously can't afford that amount. But the amount you sold without permission and the trespassing, you should be glad it only ended up being that much. Hey, could you help me out if you don't mind? You're still working at a big company, right? You should have some savings. I do, but I have no obligation to help you. Then, at least, could you tell me where our parents are? I've been trying to contact them many times since yesterday, but I can't get through. I want to go back home soon. I want to live with Mom and Dad again. But you were eager to leave home when you eloped, weren't you? You hated our nagging parents quite a bit. And now you want to live with them again. How brazen of you. Besides, you're the one who sold the house. Well, that is... Well, just to be sure, I'll try to confirm with their parents. But as I expected, they said they don't want to see your face ever again. Dad and Mom both said the same thing. Besides you? Wait, Are you with them now? Yes, because today is my wedding ceremony. Dad and Mom are here to celebrate their daughter's wedding. Sis, you're getting married? Thanks to you taking Charles away, I was able to meet a wonderful person. While I'm grateful for that, I can never forgive you for what you did. So take care. If you don't have money, you should properly pay for your crimes at the police station. Afterwards, she supposedly visited various consumer finance companies, begging for mercy, and somehow managed to prepare $15,000 for the settlement. However, in order to repay that, she is reportedly working in the nightlife industry now. According to rumors, her attitude towards customers is pretty poor, and she vents her work stress by gambling and visiting host clubs. Consequently, it seems that her debts are increasing even more, and it seems that her former fiancé Charles tried to return home at one point, but he was kicked out with the words, "You disgrace, don't ever show your face here again." And now he is reportedly living and working in a factory nearby. Moreover, I've heard that he is desperately trying to find a spouse during his days off. However, he keeps complaining, saying things like, "I refuse to be with a woman who earns less than my ex-girlfriend," or, "It's impossible to be with a woman who can't cook as well as my ex-girlfriend," resulting in absolutely no progress in his endeavor.